Hi students, so we are discussing reproduction in animals. In last class we explained that reproduction is two types. One is sexual reproduction and the second one is asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. In last class we discussed asexual reproduction, observation of budding in hydra, observation of binary fission in amoeba. So in today's class we are going to discuss what is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. What is sexual reproduction? So the fusion of male and female gametes. Sexual reproduction takes place in animals also. In the flower of the animal, in the flower of the plants, in the animals also sexual reproduction takes place. In plants also, sexual reproduction takes place. In animals, there is a sexual reproduction takes place, but in plants also sexual reproduction takes place. How in plants sexual reproduction takes place? In the plants of flower, there is a male parts and female parts is there. So male parts and female parts. If you take Datura flowers, some other flowers, so that flower contains male gametes and female gametes. What is sexual reproduction? Fusion of female gametes and the male gametes is called as sexual reproduction. There is a fusion takes place, fusion of male gametes and female gametes. Fusion of male and female gametes is called as sexual reproduction. So, sexual reproduction takes place in plants also, we discussed that. So, take one like the Datura plants. In Datura plants, we can see there are some male gametes and female gametes. What are the male gametes? They have like anther. Like in male gametes, so they have in flowers of Datura they have male gametes. They are called as anther. These are called as filaments. And in the anther, the pollen rings is there. The knot-like structure is present in the anther. They are called as pollen rings. So these are male gametes. So the male parts is present in the flower. In one flower, female gametes also is there. Female parts also is there. In same Datura flower, so there is a stigma is present. Stigma is there. The stigma have a long tube. This tube is called as style. Stigma, style. This style is attached to the ovary. In the ovary, plenty of ovals is present. Ovary and ovals. So, stigma, style, ovary, ovals. This part is called as thalamus, pedicel, sepals, petals. There are so many parts is there, we will discuss in higher classes. But in one flower, we saw that different types of male parts and female parts. So in flowers, pollination will take place. What is pollination? Transforming of pollen grains from anther to the stigma is called as pollination. Pollen grains is male gametes. Stigma is female gametes. Transforming of pollen grains from anther to the stigma is called as pollination. What is self-pollination and what is cross-pollination? If the pollen grains transform from anther to the stigma in same flower is called as self-pollination. I think you already discussed. You learned in 7th class what is pollination, what is cross-pollination, what is self-pollination. What is cross-pollination? If the pollen grains transform from anther to stigma, different flowers of different plants, same species is called as cross-pollination. So this is about pollination, self-pollination and cross-pollination. Next, we'll discuss about sexual reproduction in like animals. Male reproductive system. Male reproductive system and female reproductive system. Male. So in male reproductive system, there is a pair of testes is there. Pair of testes. These testes are connected to the seminal ducts. Seminal ducts. Epididymis. So take off. Pair of testes. The testis is a kidney-shaped structure. Testes, penis, seminal duct. Seminal ducts. So look at the structure of this male reproductive system. So in male reproductive system, pair of testes is there, pair of seminal ducts is there. Pair of seminal ducts, cowper glands, penis. This testis is the outer cover layer is called as epididymis. Epididymis. So this male reproductive system located outside the body of male. So it's located outside of the body. So the testes are pair is there. From the testes, the sperms is going to release. Sperms is going to release from the testes and it will travel through the seminal ducts. Seminal ducts. In the cowper glands, semens is released, it's mixed with the semens and expelled out of the body through the penis. The sperms released in the testes travel through the seminal ducts. In the cowper glands glands, which one release semen. Semen. It is mixed with the sperm. So the sperm is give energy and nutrition to the sperm. Cowper glands release semen. Semens give energy and nutrition to the sperm. The sperms will expel to the male reproductive part, that is penis. Next one is female reproductive system. Female reproductive system. Come to the female reproductive system also, there is pair of ovaries is present. Pair of ovaries is present. These ovaries are located inside the female body and then below of navel. So inside the female body. So this is about female reproductive parts. So there are pair of ovary is present. Ovary. Pair of ovary is present inside the female body. So from the ovary, ovum will be released. Ovum. Ova is a single ovum. So fallopian tubes are oviduct. Oviduct are fallopian tube. Fallopian tube. So finally, uterus. Uterus. So these are male parts and female parts. In every month, in female after matures, one ovum will be released from the ovary. One ovum will be released from the ovary and it will move toward the fallopian tubes or oviduct. Oviduct. From there, if fission takes place, what is fission? Fission of male and female gametes. Male and female gametes. Fission of sperm and ovum. Fission of sperm and ovum. If fission takes place in the fallopian tubes, then it will be converted into zygote. This zygote will be developed into embryo. So this embryo, once fission takes place in the fallopian tubes, zygote form. The zygote will convert into embryo. This embryo will be moved toward the uterus walls. Here it will attach to the walls of the uterus. Then the baby will grow into the uterus. The development of baby will grow into the uterus. If the fission not takes place, this ovum will go from the female body to the away with the waste materials. It's called as menstruation cycle periods. So this is about female reproductive system and male reproductive system. In higher classes, we are going to discuss the more about there is one lesson, total units is there about the male reproductive system and the female reproductive systems. So the homework is read and write the male reproductive system diagram and explanation, and female reproductive system diagram and explanations. So in male, sperms are released from the testes, travel to the seminal ducts, expel to the penis. In female reproductive reproductive system, ovum is released from the ovary. When they matured, when the ovum is matured, they break down the substances, they come away, flushed away from the ovaries and release from ovaries into the fallopian tubes. If fusion takes place in fallopian tubes converted into zygote, zygote will develop into embryo. This embryo will be converted into baby after 9 months. Very well you can see 9 months baby. It will grow into the uterus walls. The menstruation cycle will take place around 28 days. Around every month, one ovum will be released simultaneously from left side ovaries and from the right side ovaries. But millions of sperms is going to release in males. Only one ovum is released in females. Millions of sperms is going to release in the male. This is about male reproductive system and female reproductive system. Now, fusion of sperm and ovum. Fusion of sperm and ovum will take place. Fusion of sperm and ovum. From the male gametes, from the male, sperm is going to release. Sperm. From the male, where this sperm is going to release, from which part the sperm is going to release? From the testes. The testes, sperm is going to release. Sperm is going to release. From female, ovary. From the ovary. From the ovary, ovum is going to release. Ovum is going to release. When fusion takes place between sperm and ovum, what happens? Zygote is going to form. Zygote. This zygote will develop into embryo. After 3 months, we are not supposed to call embryo, we should call it fetus. This is about fusion of sperm and ovum. From the male, testes, sperm is released. From the female, ovary, ovum is released. When fusion takes place, zygote is formed. The zygote will develop into embryo. This embryo will be, after 3 months, we should call it as fetus. It is called fetus. So this embryo will develop into uterus of female body. After 9 months or 28 days, the baby will come away from the mother body to the uterus. So this is about fusion of male, fusion of sperm and ovum. Okay, students, today homework. Read once you write the male reproductive parts diagram and female reproductive parts and diagram. So one more diagrams also is there, that is sperm diagram. So this is also important, sperm diagram. So sperm contains 3 parts. One is head, middle piece, tail. So in the middle piece, you can see that mitochondria. You can see nucleus, neck. So this sperm will penetrate into the ovum through acrosome. This is also important. 2 marks diagram. 2 marks diagram is important. So sperm have 3 parts. One is head, middle piece, tail. In head, acrosome will penetrate into the ovum, will enter into the ovum to the acrosome. So tail will help to the movement of the sperm. It the tail. So mitochondria is there, it will give energy to the sperm. Nucleus is there, neck is there, middle piece, tail. This is the diagram of sperm. Okay, thank you students. Should write the homework. Male reproductive parts in diagram, female reproductive parts in diagram, and the sperm diagram also. Okay, thank you.